Real Madrid and Cristiano Ronaldo fans, see, this weekend, let's leave talk for Barcelona and Messi fans. We know to get talk like that because they don't see us finish now. Now, let's talk about this game. It's beginning to feel, as time goes on, that most of these inconsistencies Real Madrid is facing is mostly a player fault rather than the coach's fault. All right? I understand that the manager is the architect of the football team, but Real Madrid's flaws, Real Madrid's inconsistency is mostly orchestrated by the players. In a team where if one player misses a chance, the other players are not allowed to, complain or try to push him to do better, that team is always going to struggle. And this is my point. If Vinicius Jr. misses a chance, and let's say Mbappe is in a position where Vinicius should have laid the pass for him to tap in, Mbappe is not going to start throwing his hands in the air or start shouting that you should have passed the ball to me. Do you know why? Whatever he does from there will be misunderstood by first Vinicius and then the media. So the problem is amongst themselves. You have to play with that freedom that, hey, listen, if I miss this chance, you're free to actually complain. If you don't complain, I might not know what I have done wrong here. Where in the course of the game, we have to push ourselves to do better. This Real Madrid team lack that kind of unity amongst themselves. And until that kind of bond is created, you guys are always going to suffer. If Saka, for example, misses a chance, listen, Odegaard will shout. Gyökeres will shout. I'm not comparing Arsenal to Real Madrid. The difference is far too big. But I'm saying there's one thing that teams like Arsenal have that makes them to win games out of a tough condition. That unity, that freedom amongst themselves. Real Madrid is lacking that. I'm not going to complain about the goals because you and I understand that Real Madrid is suffering through a terrible defensive crisis right now. So I'm not going to really complain about the goals. Real Madrid team is not the Real Madrid team we used to know. They only have a good attack. So we're always going to complain when the attack fails to score. However, you can always do better. Look at Fran Garcia. That is the most useless red card I've seen in the history of football. You understand, you're playing with, you are aware of what is happening in the Real Madrid defensive back. You know how many players are already out injured. And you want to willingly add yourself to the list of those who are going to miss the next match or the next games. It shows lack of intelligence. You are not aware of what is happening in your surroundings. So certainly, you have walked willingly into missing the next game because these yellow cards you picked were stuff that you could have avoided. If I was Xabi Alonso, you will not play the next game even if you're fit because you willingly took yourself out of the team and it's not right. It shows that you lack intelligence, you lack self-awareness. So for this weekend, leave talk. We not get talk. Unless say Man U can later win later today, which I'm not depending on Man U to be happy because Man United can never make me happy. Not with this coach we have. So my joy is spoiled already. My joy is spoiled already. So if you like this jersey and want other jerseys like this, please don't forget to send us a DM and please don't forget to hit the plus button because if you don't hit it, you might not see me again. Thank you so much for following, and if you're not following, please, the plus button is just right in front of you. Please hit it.